I'm going to solve this problem 211. It says that the plate is subjected to two forces at A and B as shown. So this plate is subjected to these two forces FA and FB, and it is said that if this theta is 60 degrees, determine the magnitude of the resultant of these two forces and its direction measured clockwise from the horizontal, right? So it is said that find the magnitude of the resultant of these two forces and also the angle of that resultant with the positive x-axis or with the horizontal from in the clockwise direction, right? So let me draw the free body diagram here. If this is positive x-axis and this is positive y-axis, right? So if I draw these forces and if I complete the parallelogram, so we will use the parallelogram law. So if I draw this FA, which is 8 kilonewton here, right? So let's suppose that this is that 8 kilonewton force. This is that 8 kilonewton force, and if I draw this 6 kilonewton force on the head of this 8 kilonewton force, so let's suppose that this is that 6 kilonewton force which is making 40 degrees with the vertical, right? So let's suppose that this is that 6 kilonewton force. So the resultant will be from the tail of the first vector to the head of the last. So this will be the resultant, right? And if you want to complete this parallelogram, so then I have to draw this force again at this point, and then I have to draw this force again, this 8 kilonewton force parallel to this force here, right? So this is the complete parallelogram, and the diagonal of this parallelogram is the resultant, right? So this is that resultant, right? This is 6 kilonewton, this one is 8 kilonewton, and again this one is 6 kilonewton, right? And this one is 8 kilonewton. If I extend the line of action of this 8 kilonewton force, so this 8 kilonewton force is making 60 degrees here, right? So this is making 60 degrees, right? And if I draw a vertical line, so this 6 kilonewton force is making 40 degrees, so this is 40, right? And if this line and this dashed line is parallel to each other, and if this angle is 60, so then this is also 60 degrees, right? So these are the alternate angles, right? So this whole angle is 100, right? So the angle between this 8 kilonewton and 6 kilonewton at this point is 100, right? So this angle is 100 degrees. So now to find the magnitude of R, we can apply cosine's law, as we know the magnitude of the two forces and the included angle, right? So R will be equal to 8 square plus 6 square plus minus 2 into 8 into 6 cos of 100, and we will take the square root, right? So this will give us the magnitude of R. So R will be equal to 10.80 kilonewton, right? So this is the magnitude of the resultant when that theta is 60 degrees. And now we are asked to find this angle, right? And that angle should be measured in the clockwise direction. Let's suppose that this angle is theta, right? So now if we know this angle, so then we will be able to find this theta, right? So we can apply sine's law, and we know that this is making 90 degrees, this is 90 degrees, so then this angle is how much? This angle is 90 minus 60, so then this angle is 30 degrees, right? So if we know this complete angle, so then this theta will be equal to, let's suppose that this complete angle is alpha, right? So let's suppose if I write that this angle is alpha, then theta plus 30 degrees will be equal to alpha, right, from here. So 30 plus theta is equal to alpha. So then theta will be equal to alpha minus 30 degrees, right? Now to find this alpha angle, we will apply the sines law. So to apply sines law, we can write that sine of alpha divided by the magnitude of the opposite side. So this is 6 kilonewtons, so I will write 6, and this will be equal to sine of 100 degrees. This angle, right, this angle is 100 divided by the r magnitude, which is 10.80. So this will give us alpha angle. So if I solve this, so we will get alpha angle. So alpha comes out to be 33.17 degrees, right? And now we can find this theta, right? So theta will be equal to 33.17 minus 30 degrees. So theta comes out to be 3.17 degrees, right? So this is the angle of the resultant with the horizontal, and this angle is measured in the clockwise direction from the horizontal, right? So this is the solution of this problem.